Mr. Speaker, I rise today to speak about an issue that my constituents in the 1st District of Kentucky are following closely, the escalating threat from North Korea. The world has watched as North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un has built up his country's nuclear weapons and ballistic missile programs over the past several years. Just this month, North Korea conducted its 6th nuclear test, the largest one yet. This followed a series of missile tests that led U.S. intelligence analysts to conclude that the Kim regime is on the verge of developing a reliable intercontinental missile capable of carrying a nuclear weapon, a feat that officials previously did not expect would be possible for several more years. Clearly, this rogue state is moving full steam ahead toward its goal of becoming a nuclear power that can not only threaten our allies and territories in the region, but also the American mainland. I have the utmost confidence in our military leaders, and I trust Secretary Mattis when he says that our existing missile defense systems have what it takes to keep our country safe from the North Korean threat. The American people can feel safe and secure knowing that our military is protecting them and that their representatives in Congress, like myself, are ready to provide whatever funding is needed to support the development and deployment of missile defense technology both now and in the future. That being said, it is simply unacceptable to allow a leader like Kim Jong Un, who shows no regard for international norms or human rights, to gain valuable leverage and deterrent capability as a nuclear-armed state. I was encouraged to hear our Commander-in-Chief speak out forcefully against the forces of destruction that are gathering power in our world in his address to the United Nations last week. President Trump has made it clear to North Korea that denuclearization is the only path forward, and he has successfully mobilized the international community to impose strong sanctions that will help deprive the Kim regime of the resources it needs to continue its rush to nuclear weapons. This is a critical step forward, but make no mistake, the nuclear advancements that North Korea has been allowed to achieve in recent years pose a very serious threat to our nation, our allies, and the international community overall. That is why we must stand firm now and be prepared to do whatever is necessary to protect our national security and that of our allies, including military action. I am proud that Congress is doing its part to support the Trump administration's efforts to counter the North Korean threat, including passing sanctions legislation that was enacted into law in August, and the North Korean Human Rights Reauthorization Act, which passed the House yesterday. We must continue to stand united, both as a country and with our international partners, to send a clear message to North Korea that its hostile behavior must end and that it will never be allowed to threaten the world with nuclear weapons. I yield back the balance of my time.